In this video, maintenance phase of software development lifecycle, which is a part of module 5, will be covered. Maintenance phase is the last phase of the software development lifecycle. We have already seen requirement analysis, planning, design, coding, and testing, and this is the maintenance phase. Maintenance phase is a broad activity that includes error correction, enhancements of capabilities, deletion of obsolete capabilities, and optimization. Basically, it stands for the modifications and updations done after the delivery of the software product. When you have completed coding and testing, then you are going to deliver the product to the customer, and the customer is going to ask for some kind of modifications and updations due to some kind of error, or to enhance capabilities, or to delete obsolete capabilities, or for optimization, etc. And that then you are going to do some kind of modifications and updations, and that is software maintenance phase. So why these modifications are required for the customer? This is basically due to the market conditions, some client requirements, host modifications, or organization changes. Market conditions means the policies which change over the time, such as taxation and newly introduced constraints like how to maintain bookkeeping. These kind of changes in policies can trigger the need for modification. Then client requirements. Client requirements means over the time the customer may ask for new features, new functions in the software, and this can also trigger for modifications. Then the third reason why modification is required is host modifications. That means the system or the software that is developed will be in the host environment now, and if the host changes, or the target host changes any of their hardware, or some platforms like operating system, then this software should adapt to that changes. So then, in order to adapt to such changes, there may be requirements for modification of the software. And last is organization changes. Organization changes means if there is any kind of business level changes at client end, such as reduction of organization strength, acquiring another company, organization venturing into new business, or such kind of changes can may require the modification of the software. Okay, so that is why the modifications are required for the customers. Now, the types of maintenance. In a software lifetime, type of maintenance may vary based on its nature. It may be just a routine maintenance task, as some bugs are discovered by some user, or it may be a large event in itself based on maintenance size or nature. So here we have some types of maintenance based on their characteristics. They are corrective maintenance, adaptive maintenance, perfective maintenance, and preventive maintenance. Corrective maintenance includes modifications and updations done in order to correct or fix problems which are either discovered by user or concluded by user error reports. That means whenever a problem is occurred or some kind of error is reported, then in order to fix that error, you are going to update or modify the system or software, that is corrective maintenance, in order to correct the error. That is corrective maintenance. Then second is adaptive maintenance. Adaptive maintenance include updations and modifications applied to keep the software product up to date and tuned to the ever-changing world of technology and business environment. That is, you have to adapt to newer technologies or business environment. You need to make some kind of modifications and updations, and that comes under adaptive maintenance. Third type of maintenance is perfective maintenance. This includes modifications and updations done in order to keep the software usable over long period of time. Like it includes new features, new user requirements for refining the software and to improve its reliability and performance. In that case, you are doing perfective maintenance in order to perfect the system, or in order to make make that system or software more better, uh, more good. You have to perform perfective maintenance. And the last one is preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance include modifications and updations to prevent future problems of the software. That is, it aims to attend problems which are not significant at this moment but may cause serious issues in future. So in order to prevent future problems, you are going to maintain or modify or update the software. That comes under the preventive maintenance. So that are the different types of maintenance, and this is a figure showing the distribution of maintenance effort, that is how much effort will be taken for these different types of maintenance. That is, about 50% of the maintenance effort will be used for perfective maintenance, about 25% will be used for adaptive maintenance, 21% will be used for corrective maintenance, and only 4% will be used for preventive maintenance. And this is a table showing the kinds of maintenance requests that occurs, like new reports, add data in existing reports, reform reports, contents reports, consolidated reports, etc. And in this new reports, that is maintenance requests, uh, occur, about 40.8% of the maintenance requests will be new reports. Okay. Now, during the maintenance phase, different problems occur. So these are some of the problems that occur during the maintenance phase. First one is, often the program is changed by the person who did not understand it clearly. That is, uh, if the program is developed by one person, and usually the maintenance will be done, or updation or modification may be done by some other person. Sometimes it may be difficult to understand that program, then it can create problem during modification. Then second problem is when the program listings are not structured. If the program is not structured properly, then it can create problems in maintenance. Then another problem is high staff turnover. That is, staff turnover means a large number of staff is replaced by by other. then the the staff who had developed the program may not be the staff who are going to modify or update the program, then that can create some kind of problems. Similarly, information gap. If the systems are not designed for changes, that is, when the program was developed, if it was not developed in a manner that it can adapt to new adapt to changes, then it can also create problems. So, some of the potential solutions for this maintenance problems are like complete replacement of the system, maintenance of existing system, or budget and effort reallocation, etc. The IEEE has provided a framework for the maintenance process, and here in this figure you can see a flow diagram or this of the software maintenance process, and it starts with determining the maintenance objective, that is, whether the maintenance is required to correct the program error, or to add new capabilities, or to delete obsolete features, or for optimization. What is the objective of the maintenance process? That should be determined first. Then you go for 4 phases. The 4 phases are uh, phase 1 is program understanding, phase 2 is generating particular maintenance proposal, third one is accounting for ripple effect, and fourth is testing of the new product. So, in phase 1, what they do is you are going to analyze the program to understand it. That is, the complexity of the program, the documentation of the program, the self descriptiveness of the program, everything will be analyzed in order to understand the program better, and then only you can make the proper modification of the program. So, in the phase 1, you understand the program. In the second phase, what we do is you are generating particular maintenance proposals. Maintenance proposals means, in order to implement the maintenance objective that we have determined at the earlier stage, uh, we have to develop a proposal for that, or we have to design a maintenance proposal to implement that change. So that is done in phase 2. Then in phase 3 we are going to account for ripple effects. In this phase, actually, we are modifying the program, and when you are modifying the program, you are accounting for all of the ripple effect or the consequences of the program modifications, and you are trying to change the program or update or modify the program. So in the third phase, you are uh, um, accounting for the ripple effect, and you are modifying the program. And in the fourth phase, that is the last phase, you are going to test the modified program. The software testing of the modified program is done, and in during this phase, during this phase, you are testing the modified program to ensure that the modified program has at least the same reliability level as before. And if you are going to pass the testing phase, then you finish it there. If not, then you have to go back and do the all this process again. That is, you have to again determine the maintenance objective, then understand program, generate a particular maintenance proposal, account for ripple effect, and then perform testing. And each of these four phases and their associated software quality attributes are critical to the maintenance program process, and all these factors must be combined to form the maintainability. And we have different process models for maintenance, and in the next video you're going to see about different maintenance models.